you, Jan. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Matt Clark. I'm an occupational therapist in the Adult Learning Disability team. As you can see, this presentation is about the new service of the Neurodevelopmental Service for Autistic Adults and adults for Autism Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. And sadly, as Jan said, Sandra, Sarah and Sharon are all off sick this week. They all went down yesterday. And just to save the presentation, I'm quite happy to read through their slides. But do bear with me, I haven't actually seen the presentation, so we'll go through it together. And I'll do my very best. And if you have got some questions and I can't answer them, I will take them down and take them back to Sandra and the team afterwards, and they'll be happy to get back to you. So if that's okay, we'll crack on. Okay. So just a couple of definitions there. I won't read them out because you get bored of my voice very quickly, but I'll just spend a minute so you can just absorb while you're walking on. So just to start, everyone's aware that a new service has just started within KCHFT, and this is the new team that we're going to just share some information on. And for ADHD,
Matt, please look at the microphone.
a bit closer to the chin. I'm growing another chin at the moment, so you'll get there. Okay, so let's move on to the prevalence. So, as it states at the moment, there's approximately 1% of general population are identified as having autistic spectrum condition. That's 2% males, 0.3 females. But I think it's well documented now and well kind of understood that the number of females with autism is thought to be underdiagnosed, as they are frequently missed or misdiagnosed, often because of misconceptions about females having autism, and possibly due to women with autism presenting slightly different to men. And with ADHD, global prevalence between 2 and 7%, with an average of 5%. The impact of ADHD differs with age, reflecting both the challenges and maturity of the individual and the changing circumstances and expectations on them. As they mature, an individual may be better able to cope, but they may continue to struggle due to the increased behavioural expectations on them. And around 65% retain some impairments in adulthood. I did briefly look at this slide. I thought it was very interesting. Looking at the common overlapping symptoms. So this kind of looks at what you might see with some of ADHD, some with autism, and then some of those shared overlapping symptoms. So it's 2 to 5% of children diagnosed, with 15 to 50% having problems in adulthood, 1% prevalence in adults, and 28 to 44% of adults diagnosed with ASD also meet the criteria for ADHD. And you can see those overlapping symptoms of sensory issues, hyperfixations, stimming, auditory processing disorder, talking a lot, finding it hard to make friends, emotional dysregulation. This fellow swallowed it, got a big one there. So, some of the key drivers in getting the team together, going back to 2009 and the Autism Act, NICE guidelines coming in 2012, and then some more NICE guidelines coming in, looking at developing my skills and independence, whilst working to the best of my ability, being an equal part of my local community with Think Autism, moving on to building the right support, and get the adult autism strategy in 2015, some more NICE guidelines in 2018, and it was in the NHS long-term plan in 2019, and we had a new autism strategy in 2021. So the new team that has gone live, I think it was went live 1st of June, is here. So we've got a head of service, and we have a clinical team manager who actually started today. So we've got someone in post now, which is great. We have 2 OTs at band 7 level with the clinical leads, and we have 2 OTs at band 6 level, which are senior OTs, and then there are 4 link workers that are band 4s. So that's the current makeup of the service at the moment. We're at the process of just taking referrals at this time, and then you have the business side of things that's in parallel to that. So it's still a very small team, hence why a couple of people are off work, and I'm here. So as part of the offer, the service will initially have a small offer of approximately 2. I've just gone through those. It's got here the service that they're looking to do. It's kind of at 3 levels. They're looking at a light touch, which is 2 to 3 sessions of support for a client with low levels, with single support prevention needs such as support with the diagnosis process, community engagement and accessing existing mainstream provision. They do a medium support, which will be 4 to 7 sessions for clients requiring additional support. And then they'll be providing intensive support, which will be 8 to 12 sessions for clients with complex support needs, working alongside adult social care as part of a comprehensive package of support. The people that are within the autism group at the moment, the Neurodevelopmental Service is being to look for a provider, partnership between Psychon, Sinclair Strong Consultants, Psychiatry UK and KCHFT. So what is the team accepting for referrals? So adults that are 18 years and above with a primary need of autism registered to a GP in Kent or Medway. Adults 18 years and above with attention deficit hyperactive disorder registered to a GP in Kent or Medway. It's got CYP, 75 years with ADHD or autism where transition to the adult ND service is appropriate. This input would be to support transition only. In adults 18 years and above who have signs, symptoms that may be indicative of autism spectrum disorder and or ADHD with no existing diagnosis or evidence of a learning disability and registered to a GP or Medway. So, and things that the team will not accept in a referral is people under the age of 18, adults with a primary need of a learning disability, adults with a primary mental health need, crisis support, respite and inpatient directed care, 24 hours accommodation services, neurological disabilities, acquired brain injury due to trauma and other generic conditions, sensory processing disorders, complex autism support. So part of the process, there will be the link workers will be supporting the pre-diagnosis. And the link workers support individuals to have access to information, advice and signposting prior to any assessment or diagnosis, which will include information on what to expect from the service, assessment processes, waiting times, options for intervention. The ND service website has been developed to assist with self-help, information and signposting. And if you haven't seen the website, it's actually very good. It's got all the information that you need to know. So when you get these slides tomorrow, or whenever they get emailed through, I'll certainly bookmark that link if you need it. The team will be offering post-diagnostic support, so they'll be prescribing OT assessment intervention will be offered for those eligible and may include a holistic assessment using the spectrum style, a sensory assessment, interoception assessment, functional assessments, environmental assessments, promoting self-help, talking therapies, adapted CBT, may be available, awareness workshops, APP-based therapy support for ADHD. It's got the dialect behavioural therapy, DBT, is a type of talking therapy. It's based on the cognitive behavioural therapy, but especially adapted for people who feel emotionally very sensitively. The aim of DBT is to help you understand and accept your difficult feelings, learn skills to manage, become able to make positive changes in your life. Dialectual means trying to understand how two things seem opposite could both be true. For example, accepting yourself and changing your behaviour might feel contradictory, but the DBT teaches that it's possible for you to achieve both these goals together. Okay, so acceptance criteria. Individuals who have or historical primary diagnosis of autism with or without ADHD but without a learning disability. Individuals that demonstrate signs of significant deterioration in their everyday functioning and or mental well-being that causes an exacerbation of their difficulties in relation to their autism and or ADHD. Individuals that are considered at a potential risk of admission to a mental health hospital, criminal justice system if deterioration continues. Individuals who are facing substantial difficulties accessing mental health or therapeutic services, which impact significantly upon their health and well-being. Hopefully this slide kind of helps to kind of understand where the level of support of this new team is. So obviously tier 4 is when somebody is in an inpatient facility. Tier 3 is individuals who have more complex needs related to their autism, who require a specialist support. And then this is where the level of support is in team 6, which is individuals with non-complex autism, short-term structured support where impact of autism affects persons engaging in occupations. So hopefully that helps to see where it sits. It's a busy slide. I'm just going to leave that one there. Okay, I'm going to need someone from the team to maybe look at that. So, the new Kent and Medway ND Autism Service will be linking in with all the providers within the community. So they are, at this moment in time, it's like being here today, but they're not, to actually link in with everybody so they can actually start connecting with the primary care services. So the referral process into the team is via the website, the link you had earlier, links there as well. That will take you through to the referral process. Urgent referrals may include one or more of the following criteria: local authority involvement for safeguarding risks or concerns, referred to dynamic support database, complex comorbid mental health needs resulting in harm to themselves or others, significant physical long-term conditions, substance misuse for ADHD, and then you can either call in or follow the process there. And the team will be Monday to Friday, 9 till 5. There's also single point access, same time, and there are the contact details. So I do apologise, that was very much a whistle-stop tour of the team. But are there any questions that I might be able to answer, or I can write them down to take to Sharon?
I've worked with your team a few times actually. I was wondering if you, I know you've got a book, Autism and Enablement. I wonder if you could talk a little bit more about that.
Yes, this is a different team to the KCC Autism Service. Okay, and Sandra was actually part of that service, and she wrote a book with Matt Bushell. And I understand that although they wrote the book, they didn't do huge amounts around enablement. But this team, the autism team, are trying to set out to offer, within post-diagnosis support, people that have functional skills deficits to actually address those enablement issues. So that answers your question. Is that okay?
Have you read the book?
Did you pay for it?
Well, I went out to get, so I went and met her, so.
It's a lot of the themes and strategies in there are pretty much what we use all the time in learning disabilities.
Yeah.
So for us it felt really good and a little bit kind of, yes, it works in other sections as well. So. Absolutely. Anything else?
Okay.
I'll pass you on to Joan.